If there's anything that we've learned about LiftMaster's garage door motor lineup, is that they're not afraid of change. In fact, they've led the industry by incorporating Wi-Fi technology, third-party services, and now security features in the form of an HD camera. But when it comes to their wall-mount garage door opener motors, this time, LiftMaster is playing it safe. Let's party. Hey party people, we're just meeting for the first time. My name is Santiago from SOS Garage Door Service, and on this channel, we provide you pro tips and tech reviews for residential garage door needs. Now, LiftMaster is not sponsoring this video, but this video does have a small sponsor, and that is our merch store where you can check out these great caps. But one of the things that we're going to be doing in this video is simply highlighting some impressions about the LiftMaster 98022 wall mount garage door opener motor. This happens to be, I believe, the fourth iteration, coming from the 3800 garage door opener motor to the 8500, then the 8500W, and now this particular model, which happens to be a different number scheme, or I should say a different model number, which quite frankly, I think is a smart way to go. And the reason I said that is because, again, LiftMaster is not afraid of change. They're not afraid of changing things up, either keeping us confused or keeping us guessing, just allowing us to be able to process that this new wall mount garage door motor iteration is obviously all the rage. So what did LiftMaster change on the very popular wall mount garage door opener motor? Well, there's three things I want to highlight in this video. Number one, there's no longer a cable tension monitor. And the cable tension monitor was always one of those polarizing topics when it came to this particular wall mount garage door opener motor, because if your garage door torsion spring system or the track assembly or even the door flags, if they were not plumb straight, well, trust me, that cable tension monitor was very sensitive and it would detect it almost all the time, not allowing the garage door to close properly. So the cable tension monitor was one of those things that was necessary for the older 8500W. But now that we're going into this particular model, well, obviously omitting that cable tension monitor is going to save time for the dealer installer, but clearly they're using different technology to now be able to detect when garage door cables are loose before the garage door motor starts to close the door. And that's great technology because we've seen that in the Genie motor, we've seen that in the new Guardian wall mount garage door opener motor. So the fact that LiftMaster has now come up to speed with this type of feature on their wall mount garage door opener motor simply means that everyone is on a level playing field. Now, in addition to that change, they also added an extra step into programming, and I believe that is going to be probably the most important change to this garage door opener motor, because if you do miss that step, the garage door opener motor, the LiftMaster 98022, will not be able to close properly. In fact, I did have a situation with that particular failure, that particular feature, and every time this customer had a problem, I had to go back to their property to re-profile their garage door. And that's basically what this new programming step is. It is a profile programming feature where you will basically tell the garage door opener motor whether you're dealing with a standard lift, a high lift, a vertical lift door, and that is so vital for the installation because if you do not go through that process, then you will experience problems installing this new garage door opener motor. And that's just something that I don't think many technicians are going to be used to doing, but I do encourage that everyone, please don't miss that step, because it might find you going back and back to that property, just having to reprogram those profiles. Okay, so we've replaced this LiftMaster 98022 wall mount garage door opener motor, and honestly, I think this is the best way to go because I've been to this property now already 5 times. That was after we did the install. We replaced 2 garage doors. We did some insulated doors. We've got a LiftMaster 84504R on the smaller door, and of course we went with a wall mount garage door opener motor. But because we kept on getting an error code, it was giving either a 4.1 code and then a 4.6, and then it had like a 1.6, and ultimately Chamberlain technical support couldn't figure it out. I mean, they were just, they just didn't want to replace the unit. So I went with my local distributor. I reached out to them. I said, hey, listen, we've got this issue. We bought this motor from you guys. what can we do? And they just said, just come get a new one and just we'll swap it out and give us the old one. So a huge thanks to Shayla over at First United here in Ontario. Just grateful that we've now replaced it. We're going through our tests. We're going to go ahead and we already reprogrammed the remotes. Now we just have to do the MyQ and pray. Now aesthetically, LiftMaster did make some changes to their wall mount garage door opener motor. There's no longer a red or maroon LiftMaster logo. It's more streamlined, it's very boring, straightforward. They really don't do a lot with regards to branding on this new iteration, but I think it's perfectly fine because in the end, everyone knows that it's a LiftMaster motor. All right, so we're gonna zoom in here real quick. Hey party people, hope you're enjoying the video so far. If so, please hit that like button, and I do hope you consider subscribing. Now, I'd like to take a minute to talk about our video sponsor, and our video sponsor is our own merch store. On our merch store, we offer torsion trucker caps with a variety of different torsion spring sizes. Our caps are high quality, perfect for men and women, young and old. More importantly, they are distinctly color coordinated for the spring of your choice. They're great for anyone, and they're perfect conversation starters. So one way that you could support our channel is heading over to our website and picking up your very own torsion trucker cap. Link in the description. All right, now for some things that they didn't change. They did not change the motor inside. It's still a 12-volt DC motor. That is equivalent to about 3/4 horsepower. This door will still be able to lift your wide, tall doors that weigh up to 850 pounds. It will still be able to work on your standard tracks. In some cases, it will work on a 6-inch to a 3.5-inch low head track. I would not put it on a 0 low head track. Additionally, it still has the 1500 lumens from the 827LM. I would have liked to seen a change in that specific light fixture, probably doing a little bit different design as opposed to that squared look, but that's just a preference issue. In other words, I don't think they necessarily care about what it looks like. They just want to make sure that it has sufficient lumens. I think that that specific light fixture is good enough to work in most cases, and the fact that you're able to add additional light fixtures is still there, so that's always a plus. And of course, LiftMaster does consider this as one of their elite garage door opener motors, thus it'll have the high-end warranty with a lifetime warranty, if I'm not mistaken, on the motor, 5-year parts, and all the other accessories will have 1-year warranty. So customers coming from the 3800 and the older 8500 garage door opener motor will find that this new iteration, the 98022, is a perfect upgrade. If you have one of those older LiftMaster wall mount garage door opener motors, or perhaps any of the Chamberlain wall mount garage door opener motors, then this is the way to go. If you're within that LiftMaster ecosystem, if you just love the LiftMaster brand and you want to stay within that realm of technology, then the 98022 is pretty much a no-brainer. Now, there's still no wireless wall button to speak of. LiftMaster has decided to stay with a wired wall button, which I'm okay with, being that the fact that they do offer a wireless wall control that you can put next to the door. I know that I have this video with regards to one of the major flaws of the LiftMaster wall mount garage door opener motor, which I believe is going to be the fact that they do not offer sufficient bell wire to run that wall button from the man door all the way over to the wall mount or to the side of the door. Just sufficient wiring would have been best. LiftMaster doesn't provide that even up till now. And I know that was a polarizing video because I have a lot of people saying, well, why did you just buy more bell wire? Or why don't you just, splice it? And I understand that. It's the fact that you actually have to do those things. In other words, if you're spending for an elite wall mount garage door opener motor, it should come complete. You shouldn't have any issues or deficiencies in being able to install that wall button. So the way I do it today is pretty simple. I simply install the wall button next to the garage door opener motor wall mount unit by the door, and then I install a wireless wall button by the man door, and that's pretty much seems to take care of the situation. So LiftMaster not making their wall button wireless is okay with me. Nevertheless, I still would love to see if they come out with an iteration or perhaps maybe a new version of the wall mount that has all of the great features of the illuminated LCD screen, all the programming features, all the lighting features, the motion sensor. If they could be forward thinking and perhaps maybe pioneer or bring out the innovation in technology of having all of that great tech in a wireless wall button. Now, does that mean that I do not recommend this wall mount garage door opener motor? Well, not necessarily. LiftMaster pretty much pioneered these new iterations of wall mount garage door opener motors, and they've done a really good job since the original 8500. So keep in mind that they are not new to this game. They are doing really good things with regards to the wall mount garage door motor space. Soon I hope to have a more in-depth review of this wall mount garage door opener motor. In fact, this video is more of an unboxing impressions video of my experience with it in these last couple of months. Again, I don't want to pass judgment, but I do want to be able to provide you more context as I plan to install this wall mount garage door opener motor in my local community. But now, this wall mount garage door opener motor is not the only one that exists. In fact, there are other models. So let's continue this party. Let's check out one of these videos right here. As always, I want to thank you all for partying with me. Y'all stay safe.